Alright, good morning everybody. Had to get the truck all warmed up and the tractor warmed up for our venture to Mass Lepley today. It is not a warm one out here today. 18 degrees. Got quite a bit of different things that we need to do today, so yeah, first on the list, like I said, is get everything cold started here, and then we gotta make a trip down south. I'm getting a little bit behind on projects. That's still a project pile. This garage needs majorly reorganized, especially with adding a new item in here. This is on today's to-do list when I get back home later today. Gotta finish building at least the rack for the other snow blowers, since we might get snow tomorrow. It's kind of important. Just make room in general. These hatches are just taking a lot of room. And then gotta clean out the back of the trucks, get them ready, and get room in there for salt, and get the shovels loaded up. So we'll be good to go in case we get a lot of snow. Alright, so as you can see, the new attachment we have here is the light material bucket, the KM660. It fits on the KM500 loader frame. So this is your standard bucket right here. This one right here is for like when you are digging, when you're carrying around dirt or gravel or heavy materials. This right here is a 1/5 of a yard bucket. And so this behemoth right here is actually a 1/2 yard bucket, and you can clearly see the size difference here. So this is for mulching, like, you know, stump grindings, wood chips, grass, any lighter materials, sawdust. And I mean, it can, like I said, it can carry this thing completely full of mulch. It's 2.5 times the size of this bucket. So you can unload a trailer, you know, really fast, basically. So this one's gonna be great this year when it comes to mulch time. And if you look at it in comparison to like a skid steer, I mean, your skid steer weighs like 10,000 pounds, and it has a 1 yard bucket. So this guy right here is a 1/2 yard, so it's half the capacity, and the whole machine with the loader attached is about probably around 2,500 pounds. So you're at 1/4 of the weight of like a skid steer, and you have half the capacity. I mean, you can't really get a skid steer on some yards when you're mulching. Yeah, you can tear it up and do the gravel, but I'm really excited to get this bucket. It runs about $2,000 right now plus tax. But just the capacity on this thing. I mean, I'll walk you around here so you can get an overview. I mean, the difference is quite large. This guy over here is about, I think, 46 or 48 inches wide. This one is 67 inches wide. So basically that bucket fits in our trailer with about 5 inches to spare. It's 67 inches. Our trailer is maxed out at 72 inches. So I might be able to fit the dual wheels in the dump trailer. Our other trailer, this one's also gonna be hauling mulch. That one has plenty of space. But when I saw it, I was like, oh crap, that thing is huge. It's, I don't know if it's gonna fit in the trailers, but I measured it. We're good to go. I mean, basically we'll be able to take an entire dump trailer swath in one load here. And we can add, we put 8 yards of mulch in our trailer, so in 16 bucket loads, you know, we're gonna be able to unload the entire thing. So I'm really looking forward to it. And the loader, they actually had to update some of the brackets here when we had it over picking up the bucket. So they got this all ready to go. They checked it over. I was having a couple issues with it, but you know, I just unplugged the wire and plugged it back in, and they thoroughly looked it over at the shop, and everything seemed fine. So yeah, now it's time to get some other tasks done. We might get some snow tomorrow. We shall see. But I did not finish prepping for snow plowing and salting yet. Still got to clean out the trucks. Still got to put together the other snowblower rack. Got to start the snowblowers to make sure they're going to start still. Grease up the snow plows. So we're going to get started here. So here we have a couple different attachments here. This is our Lock and Lube XL. And this is a pin greaser. You got to make sure that you grease up your snowplow fittings. I don't know if you can see it here. See, I have a clean glove. But there are little holes in every one of those, and they all need to be greased. And you need to make sure you do that on a regular basis. This is a brand new plow, so I definitely, oh, not brand new, but I had it last year, but for how much we used it last year, it's brand new. Alright, next here on the to-do list is getting the SUV cleaned out and getting all of the mowers, trimmers, backpack blowers, everything started up, because it is now, I don't know, I'll look at my watch to see what date it is, but it is now January. Some of it hasn't been started up for a while, so it is time to get it started here. So I might do you a bit of time lapse here, just get everything all rolled out, get everything all started, and make sure everything runs. I'd like to add that we're also going to try adding stable fuel stabilizer to our 2-cycle mixes to treat the actual fuel and to treat the machines, our backpack blowers, trimmers. Never actually used this before, saw it on someone else's YouTube video. We're going to try this out. Just put a little dab in each thing. I mean, it's 1 ounce treats like 2.5 gallons, so I'm going to go a very small amount in each piece of equipment, and we're going to see how it does. It's getting a little warm out here, so I take the coat off. Might go change shirts though, because I like this hoodie. This is my nice hoodie. And then we got to go on to stage 2. Got to start all the mowing equipment and snowblowers. All right, took a quick break here. It is now definitely really cold outside. You know, sometimes you have to take a break from what you're doing when you have small kids, and you know, the wife wants to get some stuff done inside. So went inside for a little bit, let her get some of her stuff done. I'm back outside to get my stuff done. So I still got to start some equipment, but we are going to get this guy started. Try to heat up the garage a little bit for when I go finish building the stuff inside that needs built. Need a garage door opener. finish getting all the equipment started and the fuel stabilizer in before it gets too dark and we have to go inside and start working on the other stuff in the garage. I think the battery's still dead on this thing. Oh yeah. I'm gonna pour a little bit of fuel stabilizer on top. This thing will get covered up for the winter eventually here. I was just waiting to make absolutely sure we were done with all the fall cleanups before we put her away for the year. Alright, the last one we need to get started now is the generator. Once that's starting and running for a little bit, that's every single machine except for the ones that need to go get worked on. we'll have Ben started, and then we just got to clean out the backs of the trucks and build the other snowblower rack. Then we should be good in case of a big snowstorm. All right, now everything that is not staying out for winter time has to go back in for now. So all the snow blowers and salt spreaders, I'm going to get them ready, and the racks. I'm actually not going to put any of them on unless we actually have to go out. We're supposed to get like an inch of snow tomorrow, and probably an inch of snow on Sunday in our area. So if we get 2 inches, because our cutoff for our residentials and our one commercial, or our two commercials, is 2 inches or more. So there's no need to load up all this salt and everything if we're going to go out. I'm going to keep it all nice, you know, inside of the cover, so it's easily accessible. Just gotta pull the truck up. We actually have to do a training round with the guy who's doing this. This is his first season of snow plowing, so we're gonna have actually 3 of us in a truck to start for this first snowstorm, whenever it comes. And then after that, we're going to have 2 trucks running. 2 trucks, 2 snow blowers, 2 salt spreaders, 1 other truck, 2 buckets for salt, so you can spread them around. Like I said, we do some smaller stuff. We do have a couple big lots we picked up this year, so we're just gonna, you know, they have their own salt, but we're gonna spread it for them. So yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna get everything cleaned up and get it ready to go, put the last rack together, and then we can load it up in a couple minutes if we have an actual storm. So. And it's starting to get dark out here. Hoping this LED camera doesn't, or the LED light doesn't mess with the view of the camera here. It did something funky last time I used it for recording. All right, let's see where we're at here. So we have some moving blankets. This ladder can come out. We're not gonna be blowing any snow off of anybody's roof. Gotta find a place to put this thing. this for now. It's going to be shoved in the corner of the garage. Let's see, we're going to need one of these ratchet straps for the new snowblower rack. I have one for the old one. We definitely need one for the new one. Lots of miscellaneous plastic bags. I don't know what this is doing in here. This is our the splitter I use for the right mowers with the trickle chargers on. Still got to do that. Trickle chargers will be going on here soon. Maybe not today, but soon. There's a lot of miscellaneous stuff you end up accumulating in the back of the truck. Most of it's important. You know, you got your tool kit. Well, some trash here. Tool kit, bike pump. You want to have a bike pump in there in case your tire starts getting low and you got to get somewhere. Bike pump will pump up your truck tire or equipment tire, like for the snow blowers. I also keep a patch kit in these cars. I keep a spare windshield wiper. You never know when you're going to need a bag. You got your rainproof suit. There's a tarp in there. This bucket's actually going to stay in there for salt. We mainly need to clear off the back. I'm going to do a deep clean probably early spring, but... Oh, excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Some gloves for salt. Jumper cables. Extra ratchet straps. Piece of a trimmer. I don't need that one anymore. Miscellaneous moving blankets. We use those all the time. Bottle jack, knee pads, truck hitch. Taking off the other truck hitch so it doesn't freeze on there in the storm. He'll be right here if I need it. More or less, just need to keep enough room in there. I'll move a tarp to the back too, so we can keep a salt spreader in here, probably like 10 bags of salt, and the shovels. Like I said, I'll just put a tarp down. Just try to negate the water, any water damage. It's still really messy. There's actually dirt and mulch on the back here, but it's gonna be good enough for tomorrow. I'll refine it later in the week here. So these extra snowplow stakes are gonna go on the other truck, just so there's a set of them in there. These ones are all broke or partially broke. So these are gonna get thrown away. This trash. So much crap just accumulates. This thing's for holding up the leaf box. That can come out for now. Don't really need a spud bar. That can come out for now. Now we do have an aluminum scoop shovel in there. We'll keep that one in there, but this is the new one. This one I want to keep nicer because we use this for mulching. The straw is just going to have to stay in there for now. We'll clean that out in the spring. Let's see what else I can get out of here. Landscaping buckets. Some old road gloves. You know, my aluminum shovel isn't in here. I actually gotta go get that. I think it is in the shop. That needs to come out here as well. Like I said, I should have been on this stuff a lot sooner, but I didn't get around to it. All right, one aluminum shovel. Take the hitch off. It may not even snow, but I'm gonna be prepared. Well, this random giant briar. All right, this truck's done. Well, the directions for that thing were absolutely awful. We got it put together. I do need to tighten all the nuts and bolts on it. I think I'm gonna do it tomorrow because I'm gonna have time, I think, before we need to go out to actually move any snow. So we'll move the Ventrac back in and call it a night. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see what happens with the snowstorm coming.